Hey guys, what's up? How are we all doing? This is just going to be a quick Q&A video because I posted on my Instagram page about a week ago now that I was obviously going to be doing a new Q&A because it's the start of the new year and simply because I haven't done one in a while. Alright, okay then, first question. It is from Sam N108 and he asks, what is your favourite guitar technique and key? Well, technique I'll talk about in a couple of minutes, but my favourite key to improvise in as soon as I pick up the guitar is C sharp minor. And what I love about that, I think it's just where I love to play naturally, but also what it does for me is it mixes the happy and the sad all in one go. It's got a very mystical sort of vibe. It creates, to me, it gives me the effect of what Satriani's music would. It's like a happy, sad sort of mystical vibe it creates, and also it goes really, really well, especially if you're in standard tuning with the open strings, and it fits very nicely into the key of E. But anyway, I'm waffling on here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, okay then, so we're in the key of C sharp minor, and well, I'm going to take you through the pentatonic scales just straight away. We know this. And the way I like to approach this is I like to work within these two notes, well, these two notes mainly. They sort of help me connect with all of the other sort of related shapes and scales. I'll show you what I mean. I'll try and play slowly for you. So. That's why I like to improvise in C sharp minor, because it really locks in that sort of happy, sad mood, and also it just feels good to me. Nevertheless, next question. Alright then, next question is from Ry Allen on Instagram, and he asks, is the Satchel Signature Kramer Pacer on your wish list? And honestly, no. For me, I don't really tend to dig signature guitars. That's a bit ironic since I've got the EVH circles being played at the start of this video. But to me, the Satchel Signature, it's not the one I like. Of all the Satchel guitars, I do love Satchel's guitars, don't get me wrong, and I do like the look of the signatures. It's just it doesn't seem very attractive to me. The one I really wish they'd released was it's the pink one, the pink zebra one. You can see it in his rig rundowns. But to me, that guitar is just gorgeous, you know. I mean, I just love the way it's not like truly pink. I don't know what it is about it. Some lights it looks orange, some lights it's just a really, really awesome colour. I'm waffling on again. But in short, no. The Satchel Signature Kramer is not on my wish list. Thanks for your question. Alright then, this question is from guitar_br on Instagram, and he asks, what are some useful tips for doing a degree in music/guitar? My biggest tips for this would be, well, when it comes to guitar playing, if you want to go to a college like BIM or ACM or wherever, is really learn blues. Because I think with blues it's basically a really good reference point in terms of how good you are, and also it's what practically all guitar related music derives from. And also another good thing as well is to have a really good knowledge of the fretboard, learn some chords. When I say learn some chords, I mean understand the chord knowledge, understand inversions. The cage system is something I highly recommend you look at. And also another thing, if you're about to undertake a degree, is especially if you're a guitar player, this in BIM, because I'm doing a music business course, I've learned that the artists that go the furthest in the business are the ones that understand everything else that goes on behind the industry, not just the music, everything else that happens, whether it be online marketing for social media, the actual perfection of an artist themselves through artist development, the way concerts work, i.e. the load-ins, the load-outs, the promotion, the actual art of getting arses on seats, etc. Also there's the idea of establishing an effective marketing campaign and establishing a really good brand. I've got a couple of examples for you that would really be useful for you. If you're a guitar player, everyone's heard of Eddie Van Halen. Apart from being an absolute technical wizard and a huge innovator, he's creating a really effective brand which is so distinctive and memorable. Apart from, well, and it all derives from the Stripes. If you take a look at his early Frankenstrat guitar, obviously of course the red, white one, and all the stuff on Van Halen too, what he's done has turned the Stripes pattern into an awesome brand image, and it looks awesome. He's put it on all of his amps, and I think of all the other merchandise he's released. They've released, well, let me think off the top of my head, iPhone cases, beach towels, flip-flops, slippers, sneakers. I've actually got a pair of sneakers. I'll get them out in a minute if you like. Here they are. These are the older pairs. I've had these for about 3 years now, and they're absolutely awesome. And I got them simply because I love the Stripes. And Eddie's brand image is just a really attractive brand image. It looks expensive, and also it's incredibly unique. And that's all I can really say about that brand. But when it comes to upcoming grassroots artists, which is another important thing to think about when you're undertaking a degree, is also think about distinguishing yourself in the modern age. And one really good example which I can think of at this very moment in time is my mate's band, who I'm doing a degree with. They're called Years Young, and what they've established, they've just released an EP called High Wraith, which just got rated at 4K in Kerrang magazine. It got 4Ks in Kerrang magazine, and it's a really awesome EP. But what they've really established well is a really cool, effective brand image with their merchandise. It looks dead expensive, and I'll put a link in the description so you can check it out. They're just awesome. And I don't know if a hand gesture is still yet to be perfected, but their biggest sort of selling point that makes them unique is that because obviously their band name is Years Young, the two Y's, i.e. Years Young, have been put together in like an intertwined sort of format, and it looks really cool. And you'd identify it anywhere, and it's just a really awesome way of making yourself appear unique. Anyway, I'm waffling on here. In short, learn the music business inside out if you're undertaking a guitar degree. It'll take you miles. Right, okay then, last question for today. It is from Don't Fuck With The Fro, and he asks, are there any musicians who are mainly known as guitarists but play another instrument that have influenced your guitar playing? And yeah, there are. One really serious influence on my playing, it's totally not changed my perception of melody, and it is a composer from Denmark called Jesper Kyd. If you've not heard of Jesper Kyd, he specialises in composing music for video games and Xbox games and stuff like that. And the most notable works, more certainly my favourite, are the ones that he did for Assassin's Creed and the Borderlands games. And a lot of it, especially with Borderlands 2, is very guitar related. It's really ambient, and it's just so well recorded, and the way it's done is absolutely awesome. I was captured straight away. A lot of it's acoustic, bearing in mind, but it just totally changes the way the way I look at the guitar, and it's just really inspired me to find new chords and new sort of changes, and it's just really ace. But thanks for that. It's a very good question, and I hope you've enjoyed this Q&A. I hope I've been useful, and see you guys later. Rock on, folks.